After the Nazis invaded Russia during the Second World War, nothing was too crazy for the Red Army in fighting back. Enter Krylia Tanka, a flying tank. This was the brainchild of engineer Oleg Antonov, and it was called the A-40KT. In reality, it was a small T-60 tank married to a glider wing of sorts. It was big enough to carry 2 soldiers inside, but most of it was stripped out for weight. It had to be light enough while still being functional. To build this crazy thing, engineers put around the base of the tank a biplane wing attached with 2 tail booms and vertical fins. Flying the winged tank came from adjusting the turret. The turret was actually connected to the flight controls. The tank's running gear doubled as the landing gear. It only flew once in a test flight, attached to a TB-3 bomber that towed it up to altitude before releasing it for that test glide. But even as stripped down as the T-60 was, it was still way too heavy for the bomber's engine. The bomber pilot had to cut it loose before it got to altitude, and the pilot inside the tank was able to control the tank down to a good enough landing. It was functional enough to be driven back to base. Engineers had to concede that the engines of modern at the time bombers just weren't powerful enough to carry heavy tanks full of crews and full of supplies over into enemy territory to release them. The program was forcibly abandoned.